back. I had to take care of a phone call. Anyway, where was I? Detective Johnson, yeah, I went over him. Detective Churko, Christopher Churko. He was involved in some of the CI work. I've done my studying, trust me. Detective Mandy Trevino. She's going to be called to the stand by the prosecution. She's the community officer for the Plainfield Township, and never had any problem with her. And rumor has it, a lot of people have talked with her with regards to what we were all doing and how we were doing it and our various capacities and whatnot. And then I called her up and I said, hey, this gal, Alicia Alt, is running drugs between Lansing and my the safe transfer point where my office is next door. And I need to file a report. And she's like, great, let's meet up. So we went to a coffee shop and talked for a little bit about it. And she told me exactly what to gather together, so I did. And then we went to, we met after that when I gathered all the paperwork and had the safe transfer point people fill out all their reports. There was a bunch of people that filled out their reports against Alicia and all the unscrupulous and criminal things she had done while she was working there as the manager. And I brought that to Real Foods where I had breakfast with Mandy Trevino. God, their breakfasts are so good. Real Foods on Plainfield. Try it. And the owners there are really cool. So I met up with Mandy there, gave her some more details, what was going on. And then shortly after that, Detective Abram, A-B-R-A-M, called me up and wanted some more details. Well, what's a safe transfer point? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you're recording me, aren't you? And whatever. So he wanted to know what was going on with the police report. And he's like, all right, well, I'm doing my paperwork on this. I'm waiting for a phone call back from Alicia's attorney. Then I'll get back with you. And I hadn't heard from him in a while. So I called him back and I'm like, did you get a hold of Alicia's attorney? Oh, no, we're supposed to talk to him tomorrow. Well, then I ended up flying down to my office down in Florida, Port Richey, Florida.
Miles, continue on to I-69 South.
As I was going down to Florida, I got a phone call down there from Detective Abram. And he said, well, we want to meet up with you when you come back from Florida. And I'm like, he's like, what time do you get back? And I told him, on the 28th, November 28th. So, he says, well, as soon as you get back, I want to meet up. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that, but I'm going to be jet lagged. So let's make it the 29th, if that's okay. He's like, yeah, no problem. Well, come to find out, one of the officers went to TSA, the airline, whatnot, without a warrant, and found out what my travel plans were and saw the exact date and time, airlines, when I was coming in and whatnot. And that's when they picked me up at the airport. So, some more corruption for you. A lot of shit was done without warrants, which is pretty incredible, and all they have to do is throw the words out, probable cause, probable cause. Well, guess what? There's rules to probable cause that they didn't follow, too. On top of the affidavits that weren't signed all by a magistrate. Some of them were signed by others against the law. They claim to be law-abiding, but when it comes to them doing what they're supposed to do by law, they do corrupt things. So this all needs to be curbed, people. People like me are out there watching you and risking their lives to protect people to make sure this doesn't happen again. A lot of people should lose their jobs over all this. Hand slapped and the whole shebang. But anyway, who else is on the darn list? Rick Cope. Rick Cope's on the list. Rick Cope, he was the manager at the safe transfer point before Alicia. And then he opened up a CBD shop downstairs from me, and downstairs from the safe transfer point. And then he closed that and opened up a safe transfer point across the street along with the CBD shop. Then I guess he moved the CBD shop into his dispensary or something. I have no idea. I never went over there, nor did I care, because when he left, he took money from the safe transfer point to open up. He stole it. And he started paying it back, felt bad about what he did. But he still owes the Safe Transfer Point people about $4,000. So you guys ought to harass him and get that money back from him. Make him square up with everybody. Anyway, who else is on the list? There are other people on the list that I'm not going to mention for various reasons, and I won't go there. People that are no longer on the list. Alicia Alt's no longer on the list, probably because they're going to can her ass after this case is over, even though they told her they weren't. Unless she's got it in writing, she's screwed. Who else? Christy Sackett. Oh my God, the video I have on her. We saw you, bitch, taking marijuana and packing jars of it the day you were leaving town, or leaving the Safe Transfer Point with a purse full of bottles of marijuana. Oh my God, they're gonna so nail you after this case is over. So any lies you told to them, they're just gonna laugh their ass off. They're gonna trust me more than they're gonna trust you, because I've never lied to anybody. Who else? Let's see. Alicia Alt, Kristen Selby, Christy Sackett, criminals, liars, and it's all going to be exposed Monday. So if you're sitting in the courtroom, you're going to be sitting around a lot of my friends, and guess what? Might not be a very wise idea. You might want to just stay home. What else? I have 7 tubs I've been going through. Got all my taxes done. Some of the accusations that the police have been making is that the IRS is going to be all over my ass. Well, the IRS did my taxes. A lot of people didn't know this, but the IRS out on Evergreen did people's taxes. I did my own taxes on TurboTax, and then I brought them to the IRS agent over on Evergreen all the way up to 2014, and that's when they stopped doing that service for us. And he actually gave me a letter saying he reviewed all my taxes and they look fine. So, and that letter's on top of the taxes that they confiscated. So those accusations that, oh, the IRS is after you for racketeering, that's a bunch of bullshit. They're just using that as more corruption, trying to make me a bad person to get this MMMA shut down. Ain't happening, sorry. I personally don't care if the MMA gets shut down. I just don't want this MMFLA to take over either. I'd rather see everybody go back underground. They're safer there. You don't have all this drama and people going to jail and all the arrests. God, the arrests. They're huge after marijuana opened up. They're making so much money hand over fist. They're even documenting every penny. Crazy. But anyway, where was I? I lost my train of thought. Oh, my paperwork. I did all my taxes. I documented every piece of paper I have. I reconstructed all my taxes after the raid. Had to call everybody, get printouts, do this, do that. I spent 6 months reconstructing. Took a lot of my time. Couldn't, do a job. I was too busy reconstructing everything I had that they stole. So then as more paperwork came in, I amended my taxes and did another amendment. So I got 2 amendments out there. And I forwarded all this paperwork to my attorney. And, if the IRS has reviewed my paperwork, and actually I got a refund. I got a refund on my taxes. That's pretty cool. So, bring it. I'm a racketeer and the IRS is after me. Prove it. Good luck with that one. So they're going to put me in the media saying I'm this big rotten person, when in reality it's the prosecutor and the whole system that's corrupt and abusing people along the way. And don't believe the lies they're going to tell. Everybody in the audience knows better, knows who I am, so I fear a lot of people will be booing and going, oh my God, and hell no, and all this stuff, and I don't want you to get kicked out of the courtroom because
in 2 miles,
the judge won't be okay with that. As far as he's concerned, you're on his boat, and you got to respect the captain of the boat, and the courtroom is his, so you got to abide by his courtroom, his boat, and he can kick you off the ship and throw you in the water anytime. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'm getting ready to switch highways, and I've told you quite a bit, and I will have probably more later today after I get done with a few things to share with you. I will talk to you later. Bye.